Okay, good afternoon, everyone. We are so happy to see so many of you here already. So thank you so much for joining us today for our webinar from University of Hertfordshire. So I'm Joe. So today we are very happy to have Christine and Felicia with us. So Christine is the country manager who based in Malaysia and Felicia based in Indonesia. So if you have any inquiry, especially the entry requirements, you may drop your message in the chat box. So we will attend all the questions at the end of these presentations. So I hope by the end of this webinar, you will know more about this university. So feel free to ask any questions in the chat box. So without further ado, let's start our webinar today. So Christine, over to you.
Hi, thank you, Joe. Hi, everyone. My name is Christine. I'm based in Malaysia, and I have my colleagues Felicia here today with us. She will share with us on the Indonesia's entry requirements. Right, let me share my presentations. Can you all see my slide?
Yes.
Okay, good. Oops, okay. All right. University of Hertfordshire, we actually existed in Malaysia 20 years ago. So if you find us, our name familiar, we are actually in Malaysia quite some times, and we started off with INTI for the franchise programs. Now I'm going to play short videos of our university campus. So that's our huge campus. We are one of the top 250 university under 50 years old. Why is under 50 years? Because we are young modern university. We are not the old traditional universities. So in the world's rankings, we are top 250. And we have 150 placements and partnerships and developments across the world. So this is, I would say, important for students who look for the placement here. We have strong industry links for you all. And then we are one of the university in the UK that have these enterprise zones. So let me briefly explain what is this about. So enterprise zones or hub, as I say, is a place where we help the student to kickstart their business. For instance, let's say the fashion design students, they want to create their own labels and brands, maybe in UK or somewhere else, and they don't know where to start off. So they can come on to these enterprise hubs on campus and speak to our team. So we have a team there to support them. So this is one of the exam, and it opens up to others category of students. It could be from the computer science, engineering, business, or from the food science. Any students who have a business ideas. We have a placement year for both UG and PG. So if a student's going for the PG with placement year, then that will be 2 years in totals of their durations of study. So the first year will be full year of study, and then the second year will be a full year of placement year. And then for UG, with placement, there will be 4 years in totals for the standard course. And then without the placement, there will be 3 years for the standard course. And then we have 125 acres of green campus. So when students join us in Hertfordshire, they can experience a full student's campus life. So we are outside of central of London, just 25 minutes by trains. It's a one-stop center to central of London. In previous intakes, or I should say this intake, we do have scholarships up to £4,000, and this is awarded to the merit students. If you do came across with high achievers students, do approach Yes Educations or myself or Felicia's. We are able to advise you further in terms of this scholarship. We have over 30,000 students from the UK and the world. The ratio, I would say, is about 20,000 plus home students, and then the rest is the international students. These are some of the achievements we have for the past years. We always stand number one in the UK for the creative and media and entertainment programs, and 8 for nursing, and then 22 for product designs, and etc. So if you refer to our international guide, we have a list, a lot, a few more achievements printed in the guide. Where is Hertfordshire? If you look at the map, we are, I would say, east of England in a place called Hatfield. On the top here, if you can see my mouse moving, and then Heathrow is here. So from Heathrow Airport to Hatfield, if you travel in or fly in during the weekends, the journey will take you about 30 to 40 minutes drive. So if you travel from the King Cross stations, you just need to take one train straight down to Hatfield. So there's no interchange in between it. This is De Havilland campus. De Havilland campus is offers to the business students the law programs and the educations. In this campus itself, we have our own accommodations. If you look at, can see my mouse moving, this is accommodation, and the law court building is here. This is the enterprise hub, and then library is over here, and then this main building is for the business school students attending their classes. We have a sport village at the back, and etc. So at the back here, if you see this is something like our bus, like the Malaysia Rapid Bus. So student can take the bus and commute between these two campuses, and it's free of charge. College Lane campus is the most happening campus compared to De Havilland. This campus, I would say, merely is for the lab and science students. For instance, like for the engineering, for the creative media students, where they need to use the lab, science building, the health science program, life science programs, all is located in the College Lane campus. And then at the back of the accommodations here, right, we have plenty of options for the students to choose. And then the library is here. And we have a new campus for the physics, engineering, computer science building launching in this coming September. So the distance between these two campuses, like College Lane and De Havilland, if you travel by the free bus or coach, it's like 5 minutes. But if you intend to walk, yes, it take you less than 20 minutes. We started off with the technical college back in 1952. Started off with aeronautical engineering programs, and then later on, we changed our status and becomes a university status in 1992. We have invested a lot in campus for the past 20 years. We have a new court building, and then we have a new science building, and then we have the enterprise hub, and then now it's the new engineering computing campus. Our on-campus accommodations, it's a guarantee for the international students. I would say first time studying in Hertfordshire. So all the bills like the Wi-Fi, the utility, water bill, electric bills are all included. And this is offered for the postgrad and also undergraduate students, or even the foundation students that study HIC. Okay, this is a short video of the accommodation in De Havilland.
Hey, my name is Layla. I'm a student dietitian here at the University of Hertfordshire. I'm going to take you with me and just show you how it looks like to be a student living on campus. So let's go! So this is the view when you get inside of the room, and I really like it. I chose to have an ensuite room, which means that I have my own bathroom, and this is so cool. Here is the bathroom. Everything you need to take care of yourself. Since I'm here in the kitchen, as you can see, it's quite big. We have 2 ovens over here. We have a stove. We have sinks here and here, and also we all share the cupboards. It's our own space where we can hang out, so me and my flatmates together. Are you filming? No. Hi! Hi! Hello. I'm gonna show you today my favorite place on campus, which is the Enterprise Hub. It's just a place where you can chill and have a coffee and where you can be productive. Everything is already here for you in the room. They thought about everything. You just need to come here, bring your clothes, and that's it. Enjoy the life here. And I hope to see you next year here. Bye!
Right. So as Laila mentions, all you need to bring is just your clothes, your luggage. That's it. All the rooms are fully furnished. Basically, you can even order your beddings, like pillows and your blankets ahead of time and collect it together with your room keys upon arrivals. These are some of the rooms options we offer. If you check out our website, we have actually a few more rooms for the students to choose as well. So the standard single here in College Lane means that, as I said, it's a single rooms, but student will share the bathroom with their flatmates. And then single ensuite means that they have their own bathrooms. However, the kitchens is shared across all the accommodation types. So it doesn't matter if you go for the standard singles or the single ensuite or the twin rooms, all the kitchens and the living rooms are shared with the flatmates. And then the kitchens are all well equipped. It have fridge, it has the microwave, you have kettles, ovens, stove. So I will recommend the students to buy their own pot and utensils because you might not want to share with others. So just get it when you arrive in the UK. Social spaces are quite common that you will find in the university. This is a place where you can hang out with friends, do your assignments, chill. So some are located in the accommodation area, some are around the campus. We do offer off-campus accommodation as well, but I will not recommend this for the first-time students studying in UK. This is the reason is some of the off-campus accommodations, tenants, they need a guarantor letter which the students might not have. So this is more for the returning students or the postgraduate students with family. So this is more encouraged for those category. Our outstanding campus facility and support, I should say that, well, our library, we never close, just like 7-Eleven, 24 hours 7, okay? We have multiple cafes and restaurants that caters all the diets, including the halal food or the vegans or the vegetarians. We have a sport village in the De Havilland, as I showed you just now. And then we have GP, the doctor surgery, and then we have a career teams, and then well-being support if the students need to look for counselors just to talk to or any supports they need from us. This is some of the pictures of our campus. As I mentioned, London is just 25 minutes away. Usually students love to explore London during the weekend. They can go to places like the museums, the parks, or they fancy a bigger shopping malls. They'll take the train down to central of London, which is just 25 minutes away. Our areas or these areas are located in Hatfield. However, there's a town near to us called St. Albans, just 20 minutes away. And if you see in the picture here, the Cathedral Church is used for the graduations. So if your student graduated from Hertfordshire, they will come here to attend their graduation ceremonies. In the St. Albans town, which is just 20 minutes away, it's a quite, I would say, beautiful English towns. I myself pretty like to explore that. They have a food market on Sunday, and then it's like they have a lots of traditional boutiques, shops for students to walk around, and a lot of restaurant food varieties. However, it's not to worry. In Hatfield itself, we do have a galleria, which is maybe like 5-6 minute walk from De Havilland campus. In Galleria itself, they have restaurant, there's cinemas, they have Mark and Spencer, they have the drugstores. You were able to find all sorts of things that you need basically. However, as I say, if you need to go to the bigger mall, then just take the train down to the centre of London. We do have Asian supermarkets in Hertfordshire as well. So do advise students not to bring too much of the home products. We have 7 schools, and then we have more than 300 programs. With the links with the industry, so many of our UG and PG students, they're able to look for the placement years. So do approach our career service teams for help. And then talk about the outstanding facilities. We have the automotive workshops, recording studios, bioscience lab, robotic suites, full-scale crowd courtrooms, so and etc. So some of the picture. So this is program is for the automotive and motorsports programs, engineering programs. So they at the end of the courses they will do a final year projects. So this counts. It's to they will raise among other university, and I think we rank number 3. Uh, yeah, this year I think last year we ranked number 3 in the racing competitions. So this is a new lab that we invested 50 million pounds on it. And then full scale of crowd rooms. We have the mock wards, like the surgical wards. We have the radiographies. We have the CT scans, and then we have ICU as well. Our business programs, we have over more than 50 courses. These are some of the popular programs here. And I should add on, recently there's a demand in the strategic marketing courses. That's for the postgraduate programs. Our MBA is popular as well. In Malaysia and Indonesia, we do not require work experience for MBA program, so fresh graduates are able to join. Okay, some of the achievements. So we are shortlisted for the best business school in the UK, and then we ranked number 8 for the economics program. Okay, this is the Enterprise Hub. For School of Creative Arts, we have more than 40 courses. The most popular one will be like the animations, 2D or 3Ds, the comic and concept arts, game arts and designs. So these are really, really popular. As I know that we only accept like the animation, we accept 110 applications, but each year we receive 1,400 applications across the world. So we're only able to take 110. So it's really, really competitive. And then most of the creative arts program require portfolios. Okay. So we rank number 1 for the animation and game designs, number 1 for the creative media and entertainments, and number 12 in the game design and development. Okay, School of Education, we have 7 courses, such as Early Childhood, MA Educations, or this one, Sense and Inclusions, is like the special need educations program. Health and Social Science, most popular programs usually is like the radiographies, the physiotherapies, or even nursing. So bear in mind, all the health and social works programs, I do encourage students to apply before January 31st, the UCAS deadline, because this is really, really popular. Okay, so the facility I mentioned, we have mock ward, ICU, GP surgery, ultrasound labs. Law schools, we have this LLB, Bachelor of Law. We have the bar program as well. And then we have the criminal justice and criminology. So these are the popular programs that usually students are keen to apply. We are awarded the best pro bono activities. What do we mean by pro bono activities? In Hertfordshire's law school, we have these law clinics. So what we do is we open and accept public cases. Students get to learn and access to a real case alongside the solicitor, which is their lecturers. So this is a good experience for students to get into the real world and apply whatever they learned about their laws studies in these pro bono activities. Other than that, there's others curriculums as well. So students can go for like mooting contents, tribal advocacies, debating and etc. Life and medical sciences, like the common program students will apply will be psychology, the biomedical science, the dietetics. We are good in dietetics ranking. Optometry program usually is 4 years, so it's a master's in optometry, and then pharmacy or pharmaceutical science as well. So the cardiology and stroke, like clinical dermatology, that is for the graduate program. Okay. Engineering, common programs, student will ask is like aerospace engineering, as well as the mechanical engineering or the data science for the computer science. So computer science itself, we have a few different pathways. Students can venture into AI or software engineering, the network, or cybersecurity. So these are the options that students can choose when they apply for a computer science program. Amazing student experience in Hertfordshire. We have more than 100 clubs and society. We have Malaysia societies, active Malaysia societies, where they usually will meet with the new students who are joining us each year. Before they travels to UK, they will organize like meet and greet sessions through Zooms. And then we also have the 28 sport clubs. If your students are good in sports, they can participate, represent our universities, and they can also apply for the sports scholarship as well. Cheers. Orientation and welcome week, it's for the international students. We will have the airport collections, airport pickups, I would say 2 days before the orientation starts. So we will pick up the students from the Heathrow airport. It's free. And then we will help the students to settle down their UK's life. And then we also organize trips to London, to IKEA, or to any supermarkets around that have views. Student can work part-time in UK under the student visa. They can work 20 hours per week. There's plenty of part-time job available on and off campus. So they can work in the restaurant, so they can work in the universities as the student ambassadors, or they can work in the retail shop as well. Our careers and employment teams are there to help the students in terms of the CVs, letter assistance, like the interview practice, and also we have the job portals. So even though the student graduated from Hertfordshire, they can still use the service within that 4 years. So they can come back and use our career portals, and they can join in the online courses, which is free for them. This is our tuition fee for this coming September 2024 and January 2025. The standard undergraduate program is £15,500 per year, and then the standard PG is from 16,450 to 18,950 per year. We require a minimum of deposits, £5,000, once the students keen to accept our offer. So this £5,000 will be deducted from their tuition fees, and then the remaining tuition fee can pay into installments. We also have the I would say the international scholarship beside the £4,000 scholarship. The international scholarships is applicable to all the students. The amount is £1,000 off per year. So we will deduct this amount per year. So depending on the duration of the studies. So if the students joining us in year 2, which means that they'll get the £1,000 in year 2 and £1,000 in year 3. Okay, and we have increased our full payment discount from 500 to £1,000 this year, meaning to say that if the student make the full payments upfront, they will enjoy an additional £1,000 on top of their whatever scholarships is given to them. Applying to us is pretty easy. We accept direct application. I will encourage direct application. The documents that you need to submit will be your transcript, your reference letter. We need 1 for UG and 2 for PG. English requirements, we can accept the high school's result, for example, IGCSE English, O-level English, or the Malaysia SPM 1119, or the new format CFR. And the student needs to submit a personal statement as well. So if, let's say, the students have not received their final year semester results, that's fine. Just submit the most recent transcripts that they have. Additionally, we will ask students to submit the grading skills as well. For instance, like we want to know A is equivalent to how many percent, or from what point to what point. So please do get a copy of their grading skills. Okay, so summarize of what I just mentioned. All right, that's it from myself. So the Malaysia entry requirements, it's actually quite straightforward. We accept UEC qualifications. However, the grade must be between B5 and B4 and above, excluding the Chinese and the Bahasa language. For foundations, straightforward, with CGPA at least 2.7. And we also accept credit transfers from diploma qualification or their bachelor degree. So Felicia, you want to talk about the entry requirement for Indonesia?
Yeah, so for Indonesia, the entry requirements is SMA 3. So the students have to finish their high school year first. They don't really have to do foundations. They can just go straight into the university without having to do the foundations program. So we need around 75 to 80 average mark to be able to get accepted. But for creative arts, it's all depend on portfolios. So make sure that for creative arts program, they focus more on portfolios, because whether the students can get into the program or not, it's all depends on the portfolios for creative arts. And like Christine said, because creative arts is very popular for our university, so it's not easy to get a place. So make sure that once students get an offer, make sure that you help them to secure the place as soon as possible, because creative arts is crazy in University of Hertfordshire because of the space as well. And not additionally for me, Indonesia, like Christine said, Malaysia, they have their own society. In the UK, we have it for Indonesia as well. We have PPI, Perkumpulan Pelajar Indonesia in UK. So they are like body, Indonesian student body that will help students, do the webinar as well for Indonesian students. They actually have like a yearly event with me. So they gather students from across major, and they help give, an insight of what studying in Hertfordshire is look like. And I think once students come to us, they know that we're very, very helpful, so that we want to make sure that they have smooth journey from beginning to the end. So I think that's it for my entry requirements from Indonesia. And we do have placement tests as well for I think in Malaysia as well. So if the students have no time to take IELTS, we do offer placement tests as well. So it can be an option as well. And we do also accept credit transfer from across, from Indonesia, from everywhere. Just some programs like architecture, we probably have to see whether it is RIBA accredited or not. But most of the program, we do accept credit transfer.
Okay, thank you, Felicia. Okay, I'm happy to take questions. Any questions? Do they provide the P course for international STD join? May I know this is from which country? Thailand. All right. Are you familiar, Felicia?
Since none of us handle Thai country,
Thailand.
I'll just get back, because I usually help for Thailand as well. But usually Thailand is pretty similar. It's 12 years program. So I have to get back on that. Just make sure that you keep in touch with the Yes Education team. We'll make sure, because we don't want to give like a false information
Wrong
as well.
informations, yes.
Yeah. So we'll get back. We definitely will get back.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Can you please repeat about all the documents? Okay, yeah, sure. So for the hold on. For the document requirements, transcripts, the updated transcripts, if the student's still studying, and then we need the grading skills, and we also need the reference letter, one reference letter for undergraduate and two reference letters for the postgraduate program. We need personal statements as well. And then regarding the English requirements, we will firstly look at their high school's qualification first, like the IGCSE, O levels, or like in Malaysia, it's SPN 1119. If they don't have any of those, then the IELTS requirement for the standard UG is 6.0. And then each component, like the reading, writing, speaking, listening, must be above 5.5. So for PG, the IELTS requirement is 6.5, the standard PG, and then each component not less than 6.0. So is UEC English accepted for the UH? We don't accept UEC English for UH, but if they do, they don't have SPM. Yeah, then the student need to take IELTS, unfortunately. Do you accept the GED? Yes, we do accept GED. And then I can share the the country in countries entry requirements with you if you leave down your email address. No, we don't accept Duolingo. Unfortunately, no.
We used to, but no longer.
Yeah. Right. So let's see. Yeah. I will share this with Yes Education, and then she can share it from her end. Is that okay, Joe? Okay. It's transcript for Malaysian student need to translate in English. Yes, if let's say they don't have the copies in English, but nowadays, I think most of the local institution their transcript is in English, so not an issues.
Sorry, Christine, how about if the students are personal statement, reference letters in, for example, in Chinese, is that acceptable or must translate into English? Because
So
I
if
got this before.
Chinese, then they have to get it translated. Yeah.
Okay, so that cannot just submit the personal statement in other languages?
No, they can't. They have to be in English.
I see.
Okay, in terms of the reference letter, I think there's additional information. So it has to be headed paper, signed,
Yes.
and dated. So it's really like an official reference letter, and it's a character reference. So it has to be in English so that they do understand it. So yeah.
Yeah, how about the reference letter? If the students say it's quite hard to get this reference letter from teacher, yeah, is that okay from out of academics?
If they are working, they can get it from their employer. So if they are not, then unfortunately they can't. They still have to get it from the institutions. Yeah. Oh yeah, sure. I I'll put my email down and then maybe you can drop me an email. Oh yeah, you put your email there. Okay. I'll put
I
mine
did.
as well. Yeah. So I will share the Bangladesh entry requirement for you.
Okay, I'll answer the last one because it's from Indonesia. Okay. So LPDP scholarship is we're not on the list. So it's quite hard for students to get into the program using LPDP scholarships because we're not on the list. And LPDP, you have to be on the list. Well, the one of the requirement is to be on the list to be able to get into the program. But the tuition fee compared to the locations that Hertfordshire is located, we are very quite affordable considering our location. So even if students, they think like study, they don't really have to spend as much as they thought they will have to spend. But no, we're not on the list.
Okay. Any other questions I can take? Yes, we do. We have our own English test. However, my personal advice is IELTS is definitely easier than our own English test, to be honest. We are using PBT, the Pearson's online test, and it's actually tougher than IELTS. So I wouldn't recommend students to take our English test if they have a choice to do IELTS. Because the test that we offer, right, is even though it's online, when usually students fail in the speaking part, because from my student experience, they can speak very well English. It's just that they don't have the UK accent. So when they don't have the UK accent, they can their marks for the speakings are really low. So
Okay.
I will not recommend. Yeah, so go for IELTS if possible. Yeah.
So I think like for the English, our own English test, it's more for students who, they don't really have time to wait for IELTS
Yes,
because it's
correct.
too last
Yeah.
minute. So it's because the result can be very fast for our internal English test. But then they don't expect that it's going to be easier than IELTS because it's not, like Kristen said,
Correct.
it's not. So I think that's more suitable for that kind of students, the last minute application that, they don't really have English and to wait for English result, like IELTS result, it takes 3 weeks in Indonesia. So we don't really have time. So yeah, that's like an option for students.
Felicia, you want to take the questions from Rowena?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. No. So the UG takes 3 years after SMA 3 in Indonesia. So because they don't really have to do foundations, and UK is a 3 years UG program. Except if they do that sandwich placement year, then yeah, it's 4 year. But no, the original length of studies is only 3 years.
Okay, so for the last questions for the online distance learning, yes, possible for top-up degree. We have a separate teams that handle the distance learning program. I will advise you to drop me an email so I can share the contact with you, our distance learning team, so you can deal with them directly about the entry requirements and applications. Is placement test, is it free? You mean our own English test? Yeah, it's free of charge.
But the students have to have like their offer first with the before taking the English test.
Yes. Any other questions?
A lot. I'll answer the last one. A lot. Like Indonesia market is a very creative arts market. Business and creative arts is the main. I think like most of Southeast Asia is like that, isn't it, Christine?
Yeah.
So even though we're very popular, with animations, like Christine said, 3D games design, because we're one of the best for that. But then because our animation program is so good, almost all of our creative arts programs is also very good. So like graphic design, I have a lot of students taking graphic designs from Indonesia. So it's a very popular program for Indonesian students. There's a lot of Indonesians, and most of them they're taking creative arts. Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said,
I'll add on a bit.
just
Sorry. Yeah, go
yeah,
ahead.
sure.
Felicia.
No, I mean like just because creative arts program, the tutor have to see their portfolios first. So it takes quite some time for tutor to do that. So make sure that you apply not really at last minute, so that it's
Yes.
easier for your life and my life as well. So yeah, just that. Yeah, you can add more, Christian.
Okay, I wanted to share with you is the reasons that we have limited places for our creative art programs. We don't open additional classes for the transfer student. So we need to say that the students that transfers to us for the creative arts programs, they will join in the existing students currently studying in UH. So we don't have a lot of places in one classroom. Maybe we can only accommodate 40 seats. And then maybe that time they only have 35. So 5 places for the international student across the world. So the student have to compete that 5 places when they're doing the transfers. But for the first years, the chances is definitely higher. However, you still have to compete with others. As I say, we have like 1,400 applications and you only take like 110 students. So the earliest that you apply, the chances is actually higher. The latest that you apply, then most of the seats are taken. So my strong advice is apply before 31st of January if possible. Any other questions? All good? All right, I will share my contacts at the chat box. So
Or
anyone's
maybe they can just reach out to their
yeah.
RMM in their region. So yeah, anything.
Felicia, you want to share yours?
Yeah. Wait. But I think like because how to share to all? Let me try.
Like in the chat box, I think everyone can see, right?
Okay. I think most of the agents here, it's better that if they contacted their Yes Education team.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm happy with
So
any arrangement. No worries, no worries.
Yes.
just
Yeah, because different region they have their own RM. So yeah, so they can reach out to RM anytime.
except if you want to set up progressions program, then yeah, probably you can just contact us. But if you want to know more about anything, just contact the Yes Education team.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe there's no more questions. Yeah, right? Okay, so thank you very much for Christine and Felicia and everyone who joining us today. So yeah, thank you for your time. So we will keep you posted on our upcoming webinar training. So if you have any further questions, you may reach out to us or your regional marketing manager. Yeah.
Can I say for last time, because we have like a school roadshow, like from now till the 2nd of February, and I think I sent the invitations to the Yes Indonesia.
Yeah.
It'll be better for if that can be distributed to your agents list, because it's a very good program. It's a very good webinar to join, because you will know more about the course and everything. It'd be a little bit more detailed than what we have now. So I think Kristen will also send that one to the Yes Malaysia team, so that you can join. So we have that from 29th to the 2nd of February.
Yeah, I believe Felicia, you can share this with our Indonesia team, maybe Jaji. Yeah, then she will be able to, share with our agents. Yeah. So thank you very much, everyone, and have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.